Good afternoon, I'm Sean Yao, and this is One News Now. President Bongbong Marcos and U.S. President Joe Biden sat down to discuss bilateral relations after what Biden described as, quote, a rocky past. Here's the report.
Despite their busy schedule in the 77th UN General Assembly in New York City, President Bongbong Marcos and U.S. President Joe Biden found time to sit down for a bilateral meeting. The two leaders acknowledged the deep ties between the Philippines and the United States.
The relationship between the United States and the Philippines, to state the obvious, has very deep roots. We've had some rocky times, but the fact is it's a critical relationship from our perspective. I hope you feel the same way.
The Philippines under former President Rodrigo Duterte has maintained an independent foreign policy, same as Marcos Jr. However, it was during Duterte's term that the Philippines warmed up to China. Now, President Marcos assures Biden that the U.S. and the Philippines remain close allies.
Your partners, we are your allies, we are your friends. And in like fashion, we have always considered the United States our partner, our ally, and our friend.
The issues on the West Philippine Sea was also tackled during the meeting, with the U.S. promising to strengthen their commitment to the Mutual Defense Treaty.
The role of the United States in maintaining the peace in our region is something that is much appreciated by all the countries in the regions and the Philippines especially.
Biden also thanked Philippines for condemning Russia in its invasion of Ukraine, which has heavily affected prices of energy and food. Biden also praised the Philippines' effort in pushing for renewable energy use.
I was impressed with the work you did on windmills and a whole range of other things. You and I both think that's the future. We can do a lot. We can do a lot together. I'm desperately interested in making sure we do.
Malacanang said the meeting between Marcos Jr. and Biden is special. Press Secretary Trixie Angeles said that among numerous requests, it was only President Marcos that was granted a meeting with U.S. President Biden. For News 5, Justine Punsalang, we are One News.
The Justice Department plans to appeal the dismissal of the government's petition to declare the CPP-NPA as terrorists. Mon Gualvez with the report.
During the 50th anniversary of the declaration of martial law, the Manila Regional Trial Court released the 135-page resolution that junked the Justice Department's petition to declare the Communist Party of the Philippines, New People's Army, or the CPP-NPA a terrorist organization. In the resolution, the court said the CPP-NPA was not organized to engage in terrorism. The court added none of the 9 incidents allegedly committed by the CPP-NPA had substance. That's because the witnesses weren't even sure if the suspects were actual members of the communist group. The court explained these alleged attacks can only be considered as rebellion because it did not cause widespread and extraordinary fear and panic to the public. The court added that activism is a vital part of the democratic process of a country. Former NTF-ELCAC spokesperson Lorraine Badoy expressed her dismay over the said decision.
So much, all of these atrocities were committed in our own country. We're the ones that are saying, that this judge is saying, this is not a terrorist organization. Tayo yung biktima dito.
While former PNP chief and now Senator Bato de la Rosa respects the decision, he also couldn't help but feel disappointed.
Ayan. And had it been the other way around, malaking tulong po sana yun sa problema natin sa insurgency.
Meanwhile, the CPP sees the decision as a pleasant surprise despite what they said were relentless efforts of the AFP and the NTF-ELCAC to pin them down with the terrorist label. With this, the group hopes that the NTF-ELCAC is now legally obliged to stop branding them as terrorists. Meanwhile, the DOJ said it is already planning to appeal the decision of the Manila RTC.
Alam niyo naman, it's something that does take us to take care of when people are attacking the state. Kailangan natin kumilos.
For News 5, Mon Gualvez, we are One News.
And another former NTF-ELCAC official says that the dismissal of the government's bid to declare the CPP-NPA as a terror group is already moot and academic. Former NTF-ELCAC spokesman Antonio Parlade told The Big Story that the Manila court based its decision on the Human Security Act, which has been repealed by the anti-terror law. Parlade also said that the anti-terror law now provides a clearer definition of terms related to terrorism.
Try to read the decision nitong judge for context. Napakalayo. She's talking of the Human Security Act. We're talking of the Anti-Terror Act. So, para sa akin, the only purpose of highlighting this dismissal of this petition is really for propaganda.
We're gonna pause for a quick break, but we will be back with more stories after that. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Sean Yao. The World Health Organization tempered its earlier assertion, saying that the COVID-19 pandemic is still far from over. WHO Chief Tedros Ghebreyesus clarified that the end to the COVID-19 pandemic is in sight, but it is still a long way off. Ghebreyesus said there are still many obstacles that could impede the progress in reaching the COVID endemic stage. Global COVID-19 cases and deaths are on a downtrend, prompting countries, including the Philippines, to ease up on restrictions. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky wants Russia punished for its ongoing attack on Ukraine. In a recorded address before the UN General Assembly, Zelensky called for financial penalties against Russia and to strip them of their veto power in the Security Council. President Vladimir Putin earlier ordered to mobilize military reservists to help their forces or augment their forces in the Donbas region. And back here in the Philippines, Tropical Storm Carding has maintained strength as it continues to accelerate over the Philippine Sea. Based on Pag-asa's latest tracking, Carding was seen some 1,085 kilometers east of northern Luzon. It is expected to bring light to moderate rainfall over Batanes, Cagayan, and Isabela this weekend. Carding is also expected to make landfall in northern Luzon on Sunday. Pag-asa says it could raise storm signals over the eastern portions of northern and central Luzon as early as tonight. The southwest monsoon or habagat will also bring occasional rains over parts of southern Luzon as well as the Visayas. For more updates, visit News 5, The Philippine Star, and Business World online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on Signal Play. Register for a free account at www.signalplay.com and stream One News Live anytime, anywhere. I am Sean Yao. We are One News.